Jetta's been just sitting around for the last 4 months. Nobody's really driven it. I had bought my pickup over there and we were going to sell this, and it's got an oil leak that needs to be fixed first, so I'm going to fix that today. I was having some emissions issues a while back. I took it into the shop and had them said, oh, just go ahead and change the oil in it at the same time. And of course they stripped out my oil pan, which is why I like to change my own oil, and that was extremely frustrating because it's been leaking everywhere since. So I'm gonna go get a helicoil and some high temp RTV silicone, fix the oil leak, take care of a couple other things, and get this thing ready to sell. Well, that's what 3 months of sitting leaking oil looks like. And of course this car is too low to the ground, so I can't use my creeper. I gotta pull it out of the carport, which angles down, so I can get it high enough to change the oil. Yes, I'm setting that on a pine cone to balance while I change my oil, or while I pull the plug on this thing. That's how I roll. Hello. What's going on? You know, just changing some oil. So, tempted to save as much of this as possible, since I'm going to just put it right back in after I fix that. Hello guys. What's going on? What's going on, bud? Goats have the freakiest eyes, huh? Hey bud, what's going on? So when I went down to the hardware store, they didn't have any 14mm helicoils, so what we're going to do is go with a self-tapping drain plug and see if that will hopefully solve our issue. If not, then we'll go to plan B and we'll have to go back at it on Monday. And anyhow, hoping that'll work, and we'll give it a shot and see. There's my tripod right there. Got the camera bouncing up on it so you can catch all the action. Pretty exciting, huh? Alright, plan B. We're going to take some high temp RTV silicone, put it around the bolt, and thread it in there and see if that will seal it up and keep it from leaking. So we've got to clean everything up real good, put some of that on there, and then cinch it up. And of course you're going to want to use a high temp for this. Get my pine cone situated here. Well, it appears that that's going to work quite nicely. Looks like it's got it sealed up. No drips forming. So we're going to let that cure for another few minutes. I think we had to wait at least 25 minutes per the instructions. We'll fill it back up with oil, double check it, and we'll go take it for a test drive and bring it back and see if she's leaking. It's amazing, I only added about a half a quart to the engine there. That's how much it's leaked out over the last 3 or 4 months, but man, what a mess it makes, even just a little bit of oil like that. Alright, let's go ahead and take it for a test spin and see if it's still leaking. to charge up the battery in it because it's been sitting so long that honestly it's probably needing a new battery before we parked it. So we'll take it for a spin, hopefully get the battery charged back up, get the engine warmed up, see if that is going to cause that drain pan to leak or not. So it's a very fun car to drive, to be honest with you. It's got the 1.8 turbo in it, so it's it's 5-speed. So if you like driving a manual, it's actually a really fun car to drive. I think it'll 0 to 60 in like 7 seconds or something like that. So it's not, it's pretty respectable for just a little bitty car. So there's a pretty windy road not too far from us that I figured we'd get the turbo spooled up and see if we can get the engine at a good high operating temperature. Let's hit it. This is a fun car to drive, I will give it that. And it handles really well. Definitely a little bit of torque steer when that turbo spools and it kind of tugs on your steering wheel a little bit, which is kind of fun. Grandpa Cheeseburger up here is going real slow. Goodbye. Well, moment of truth. Well, let's see if it's still leaking. I don't know if you can tell with this horrible lighting or not because it's getting dark. But by the light of the flashlight, it is not leaking. Success. So, that's exciting. I am super stoked about that. So, we'll get that thing ready to sell. Yay! Alright, so we got the Jetta ready to go. Got that oil leak sealed up, which is nice because that's been dripping for a long time and been very annoying. So RTV high temp will work. Is it the best option? No, but it will seal it up. So when I go to sell that, I'll make sure and disclose that to the buyer that it does either need a new oil pan or need it to be helicoiled so that it's properly fixed. But then again, I had an old Chevy truck for a long time that had some old RTV that somebody sealed it with, and it The RTV actually came off every time I pulled the plug off. It was still attached to it, and it never leaked it. So yeah, maybe the case with this. It'll never leak again. I don't know. So, well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you learned something, great. If not, sorry. Maybe next time. Appreciate you watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you very much. Okay. Take it for a test spin. The orange going on here.